Broadcasting more than 2,000 games live and archived in 15 sports in over 10 counties in western Pennsylvania, as well as being the exclusive home for all the WPIHL playoffs and championships for nearly 2 decades. Anytime, anywhere, always there. We are the new Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Welcome to PIHL Hockey 2017 here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. High school hockey at tribhssn.triblive.com is sponsored by UPMC Sports Medicine, by Carlow University, by Dollar Bank, by AstroTurf, by Chick-fil-A Robinson, by WQED, and by Trib Total Media. Now let's head ringside for all the high school hockey action only here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
The hockey night in Greensburg continues here from the Kirk Nevin Arena. Boys class, we're going to have a Class 1A matchup here between the host Greensburg Central Catholic Centurions and the visiting South Park Eagles. Good evening and welcome to 2017 PIHL High School Hockey coverage here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Alongside Rennie, Detore, Matt Vandriak ringside with you here tonight. Rennie, both these teams off to slow starts in 2017. GCC and South Park both come in with identical 1-4-0 records.
Yeah, and on top of that, you know, having the same records, both have had the same goals for. Each have scored 12 goals. And you're right, Matt, it's been a rough start when you look at both of these teams, you know, sitting at the more toward the bottom of this varsity, the Class A standings here. But you look at South Park, I mean, you look at a team last year in the Penguins Cup in single A. They did make it to the playoffs. Of course, they lost in the first round to Indiana by a 10-2 score. So, you know, got bounced out with relative ease. But, you know, even this season, when you look at some of their games, you know, they started the season off with a victory 6-5 over Willing Park. And after that, proceeded to lose their next 4, aside from getting blown out by Thomas Jefferson 7-1. They've really kind of kept their last 3 games fairly close and have been competitive. So, again, that's a testament to South Park and the direction that they want to go.
Both teams, as you mentioned, having scored 12 goals so far this season, respectively. They each average 2.4 goals per game. South Park's been a little bit better on the defensive side, though. The Eagles allowing 23 goals against so far this season, an average of 4.6 goals against. Greensburg Central Catholic letting up 36 goals, an average of 7.2 goals against. As you mentioned, after dropping their first 3 of the season, the Centurions, they beat, as you mentioned about South Park, they opened 2K17 with that win over Wheeling Park, then dropped their past 4 contests in their last game last Monday night. The Eagles fell 2-0 in Meadville at the Ice Castle in Castle Shannon, but a nice night for Sean Rechtenwald. He turned aside 46 of the 48 shots he faced that night. And in their most recent game, Greensburg Central Catholic, they fell to Chartiers Valley 9-2. Josh Carfang had a goal and an assist in the loss, while Andy Gore made 44 saves. The Centurions outshot on the night 51-16. And after dropping their first 3 games of the season, the Centurions got a win over Blackhawk back on October 26th with a big third-period comeback where they scored 2 late goals. GCC led offensively this season by Stephen Kendrish. He has 7 points, 5 goals, and 2 assists. And Nicholas Ruggieri has 3 goals and 2 assists. The leading scorers for GCC. For South Park, they're led by Michael Marinchak. He has 2 goals and 3 assists for 5 points. Justin Metrick, the goal leader, he has 3 goals and an assist for 4 points on the season.
Yeah, also, too, for South Park, Matt, just to mention, Justin Hickey, he also has 2 goals. He's one behind the team lead, but both of his goals that were scored on the power play, so he's really kind of their force when they have the man advantage. We're about to get started here.
Greensburg Central Catholic, the Centurions, the home team. They will move left to right to get this one started. The visiting South Park Eagles moving right to left in the opposite direction. The Eagles decked out in the dark blue with the black and white trim. The Centurions decked out in the home whites with the maroon and silver trim. Goaltending matchup tonight, Andy Gore in the net to our left for Greensburg Central Catholic. Trevor Slater gets his first start of the season. He's in the net to our right for South Park. Slater on the season does not have a record. Holds down a 2.81 goals against average and a .941 save percentage. Greensburg Central Catholic, Andy Gore's played every minute this season, 1-4, 7.08 goals against average, and an .862 save percentage. Ready to get this one underway. As you mentioned, Rennie, these teams kind of in the bottom of the standings now, but a lot of hockey left to be played. Identical records, identical goals for. The difference is that South Park has lost 3 of their 4 games by 2 goals. And then had the blowout loss to Thomas Jefferson. Greensburg Central Catholic, they've had a couple not-so-pretty efforts, but Centurions just glad to have the program back here on the varsity level. It's good to see him back on the ice as well. Jeffrey Remark for South Park, trying to move it up the right side, has it stolen away. And here comes Nicholas Ruggieri down the left side. Ruggieri centering feet in front, trying to turn that one over is Josh Carfang, but he can't get it on the net. Puck played back behind the net here for South Park. They'll move it around here to the near side. Stepping in there is Sean Thurston, but clearing it out is South Park. And it's going to be Robert Gantner. Gantner feeding it down the far side where it's stick to side by Schlater. Puck moved back around. Here come the Eagles back, and maybe a break back the other way. Hunter Gerhold up the right side. Gerhold shoots to the net. Save made by Andy Gore, and he holds for the faceoff as that time Gerhold chose to use Anthony LeConte as a lookout for Rennie. He kind of looked off to him, then snapped the shot to the net, but Schlater not fooled.
Yeah, I thought maybe Gore would have been fooled on that as well, but.
Sorry, Gore not fooled. Schlater's over in the other net.
But Gore did a nice job. He stayed toward the left side of that net, watched the puck the entire time, did not take the head fake. Able to make the first save of the game.
And with the puck, South Park trying to work it out of their own zone. Mike Marinchak moving it back to the defense. Tom Quinn handles it there. Comes back now to Justin Hickey. Hickey calling for it at the point as Tom Quinn looks it over. And here come the Eagles with an offensive chance down the right side. Centering pass there as Marinchak had Justin Metrick breaking towards the net, but he couldn't quite turn the opportunity over. Adam Stasko in his own zone here for the Centurions. Turnover in front, turning try, save made. Follow-up try denied by the defense of GCC as David Kratzenberg just decided that bowling over the South Park player was the best way to defend that one. He did it very well. Back to the left point. Hickey keeps it in, drags the puck down around a second guy, but a good try there by Max Nanny to take it away. Nanny pushing it back into the South Park zone. And it's going to be an icing call against the Centurions. Faceoff will come back into the GCC zone to our left. 2 minutes, 28 seconds into this opening period. Only shot on goal belonging to the visitors.
Or the only save on the night as well.
Andy Gore, been a busy keeper this season. Played in all the games so far, every minute for GCC. South Park, this is the 3rd goaltender who will see a start this season. Both Sean Rechtenwald and Shane Paremba have played in 3 games and 2 games respectively. Rechtenwald the backup here tonight. Schlater's had some work this season. He's appeared in a game, actually in 2 games. Has the best numbers as far as goals against and save percentage go amongst all the South Park keepers. He's had the smallest sample size to work with, though, too.
Yeah, probably a decision by South Park to try to get give themselves the best advantage to win a game here.
Puck played back out to neutral ice. Ethan Jaworski dumping it back in for the Eagles. And able to keep it in at the right point now is Garrett Prikoski. Prikoski driving down into the GCC end. Centurions trying to defend back there. Kyle D'Alessio watches as this shot is fired back to the net by the Eagles. And second save of the evening for Andy Gore. South Park's had the better of the play here in the early going. No score, though, yet. Just 2 shots on goal, both belonging to South Park. GCC.
You had mentioned both teams 1-4 coming in. South Park's been the more competitive of the 2 teams. See how that plays out here tonight.
Greensburg Central, coached by Vincent Scalamonia. As assistant coaches Robert Gantner and Christopher Gore. Derek Podolak, the head coach for the Eagles of South Park. Larry LeCanty and Daniel LaBarbera, the assistant coaches. Good chance for South Park's Hunter Gerhold, and a better glove save made by Andy Gore, but he couldn't hold on to it. That shot was so hard, Rennie, it bounced right out of the glove before he could close his hand on it. Hickey from the point, firing down low, driving towards the net. Good defense by GCC's Josh Carfang, bringing it back towards mid-center ice. And South Park finding their flow, dumping it back in. And a steal to the net, turning it over. Great feed in front, goal!
Remark on the goal.
Remark finishing it up, and a great effort by the Eagles. Pretty play for South Park, and the Eagles soar to the first goal of the evening. They take a 1-0 lead with 13:03 left here in the opening period. Remark finishing it off, and South Park on top on Remark's first of the season.
Yeah, Remark notches his first goal, and really pretty pass that Remark had a wide open net. Not sure anybody could have stopped that from going in, and Gore gave it a good shot, tried to move to his right, but that puck was already well past him.
GCC trying to get the offense going. Nick Ruggieri makes the steal. Ruggieri trying to bring it around here to the near side. Max Nanny in the area, but South Park going to clear it. Length of the ice it goes, and the icing call against the Eagles will bring the faceoff back into the zone to our right. It's a break for GCC. You need a little bit of zone time here, Rennie, because South Park has had the better of the play here in the early part of this opening period.
Yeah, GCC yet to register a shot on goal, have not really had a lot of zone time in the South Park end. It's really been the Eagles, the more aggressive of the two teams, and of course leading 1-0 on 4 shots.
From the face-off, here comes South Park back the other way. Mike Marinchak. Nice drop pass here, goes to Metric. Metric to the net, and he can't quite turn it over. Metric finds it in his skates, poked away by Kyle D'Alessio, but South Park able to feed it back in, but Sean Thurston's offering would have forced the Eagles offside, so that gives the Centurions a chance to bring it out. Justin Metric getting the assist, and he was the man who made that great play. Just a great setup by Metric.
Oh, absolutely. You couldn't have had a better pass.
Shot to the net, goal again, as South Park snaps home another one.
I think that would have been Marichak that got that one in.
Unless there was a redirect in front, Thurston was the man who took the shot down there, and I think you're right. It was redirected home, and the Eagles out to a 2-0 lead. 2 quick goals.
Yeah, I think they're going to give Marinchak the goal there. Be his 3rd of the season, tying for the team lead with Metric.
Good start for South Park. They strike for 2 goals. And here they come again, looking for more. Marinchak into the zone, trying to skate around everybody. Marinchak looks to put it in front of the net. George Metric driving towards the net, but unable to turn it over. Loose puck, Marinchak, backhander, save made by Gore. And he holds for the draws. Marinchak looks to the rafters as he has another great offensive flurry there.
Yeah, Gore's really been under distress here, Matt, in the early going. Faced 6 shots, 2 goals for South Park. GCC still yet to register a shot on goal.
Face-off won by the Eagles along the near boards it comes, trying to break out here for GCC as Stephen Kendrish has it stolen back by Hickey. Hickey walks to the slot, tries to shoot. Good block there by Greensburg Central's David Kratzenberg. Over to the far side it goes. Puck kept in by South Park's Justin Hickey. And then bumped out of the zone. Good clear. Kendrish works it back through center red. And it's moved on here by South Park. George Metric trying to get something going there. But GCC able to push it back into their own end.
That goal was registered, Matt, by Marinchak, assisted by Ethan Jaworski and Sean Thurston.
So Thurston was the man who took the shot. That's where I got confused. Thurston took the shot, and then the redirect by Marinchak. And it's 2-0 South Park with 11 minutes left here in the opening period. Trevor Slater's had a pretty easy night in the net to our right, yet to face a shot. His counterpart of the net to our left, Andy Gore, has been a busy keeper. He's faced 6 so far. 2 have gotten past him. Greensburg Central Catholic trying to get a little bit of offense going here. Dylan DeDominicus moving the puck ahead here. It's going to be Burkowski with speed for South Park. Burkowski dropping it back to DeDominicus. 3-player scrum behind the GCC net goes to the far boards. James Cullen finds it there. Cullen trying to clear it out, looking to make that lead pass to Nick Ruggieri. Taken back the other way by South Park. Coming across the ice here is Kirk Stewart. Stewart pressured on the play. Josh Carfang trying to generate some offense, centering there for Ruggieri, but able to defend again for South Park. Getting in front of it there was DeDominicus.
Centurions have had a real tough time, Matt, settling the puck down. We have a lot of bouncing pucks. Can't quite find that groove. Still without a shot on goal. We have 10 minutes left here in the first period.
So that will be a icing call against South Park, which will be a little bit of a break here for GCC. We'll get a face-off back in the offensive zone. 10-14 left here in the period. Been all Eagles so far, out to a 2-0 lead. Face-off win here by South Park as Quirin moves it ahead. And chasing after it here is going to be Jeffrey Remark. Remark fires to the net from a tough angle. Good stick save made by Orr. Point shot, redirect save made. Rebound, where's it at? Gore finds it. And he's able to keep that one out on the try from in front from Anthony LeConte.
Yeah, that one almost trickled by Gore, Matt, between his legs, but he was able to sit down on the puck despite a flurry again from South Park.
Clean face-off win. Quirin from the left point through traffic. Blocker save made by Gore. Finding the puck and centering there for South Park is Jeffrey Remark. He got the first goal of the game. Remark going to chase it back behind the net now. Remark trying to find somewhere to go with it. He's going to wrap around. Backhand try. Misses just wide. After it now is going to be DeLessio for GCC. Clearing it out. Back to the neutral zone it goes. Thomas Quirin ahead to Remark. Remark back to Quirin. Quirin finds the puck in the left circle, but he touches offside. And a neutral zone face-off coming up here. Break for the Centurions. 9:29 left here in the opening period. South Park up 2-0, and the Eagles with all 8 shots here so far this evening.
Yeah, that last shot attempt, too. Hunter Gerhold wasn't quite able to pull the trigger, but he had a wide-open net to the left of Gore. Would have been 3-0, but good job, though, by Gore. Shifted really well to his left, able to cut down that angle on the attempt from Gerhold.
Just 12 skaters for GCC and 1 goaltender, so just a 13-man roster. South Park a little bit more depth. GCC. Trying to get it going, trying to get it started here. Up the left side. Ruggieri out across center red. Moves the puck ahead. Shot towards the net, and I think that's going to count as a shot on goal. Schlater had to stick it aside. The left side, trying to backhand it out, is Mike Marinchak.
You are correct. That is their first shot on goal.
Hickey regroups in his own end. The captain of this South Park team, Justin Hickey. Last name rings a bell. Justin's brother Jake playing here a couple of seasons ago, helping South Park to a big opening round upset win over Sarah Catholic in the Penguins Cup 2 seasons ago. Down the right side, firing towards the net, there is Mike Marinchak. Can't get the shot through. Hickey finds it at the left point, walks it in. Rising shot, ding-dong, off the post. Hickey's rising wrister goes. Face-off will come outside here, but a break there for Greensburg Central Catholic. Hickey had a lot of room, Rennie. Walked to the top of the circle and fired high.
Yeah, he
hits
just
the
missed.
post.
Yeah, it's just, Hickey just missed. Otherwise, it'd be 3-0 lead for South Park. Gore just a tad late on that reaction, but the post was his best friend there.
Indeed, you see Gore give it a tap. He's faced 8 shots so far, stopped 6 of them, and his best friend in red behind him made the other save. Thurston fires to the net. Glove save made by Gore, who just kind of pushes the puck up the right side. Stewart finds it for South Park, and now GCC going to try to clear it out. But Kendrish on the far side of the rink can't get it out. Stepping in to help out, there's James Cullen. South Park able to keep it in the circle. Shot taken there. That one misses by Kirk Stewart. Around here to the near side, trying to find some room is GCC. And out of the zone, Carfang up the left side. Cullen at center red, chips it back into the South Park zone. Thurston will track it down there. Thurston getting an assist on the second Eagles goal. 2 South Park players collide at center red, and it's an opportunity for Cullen to bring it back. Floats it towards the net, nobody home. Carfang chasing it down. Carfang pokes it in front. Cleared out by the goaltender Slater. As bearing down was Cullen looking for that loose puck. GCC trying to get their legs and generate some offense. Puck played back into the South Park zone. Ethan Jaworski back behind the net for the Eagles, trying to clear it out of his own zone. Dylan DiDomenicis up the left side, moving it ahead. And here comes Prokowski into the GCC zone. Prokowski drifts down the left side, taken behind the net now as Prokowski drops it off to Stewart, and the net's off the moorings, and we get a whistle.
Yeah, good scoring opportunity there from Cullen, as you mentioned, Matt, from GCC. He just couldn't quite find the puck. It was loose, in front of Schlater. Cullen just overskated a little bit and went right past the puck. Little tap in there could have given Greensburg Central Catholic their first goal of the game, but again, Cullen just missed the puck.
Faceoff stays in the Centurion zone to our left. First penalty of the night called against the Centurions, and South Park will go to the man advantage. Here they come with the puck on the right wing side. Marinchak comes back to the right point. Now a left point pass to Hickey. Tees up a bomb on a stick save made by Andy Gore. Gore's going to have to be strong on this penalty kill. Comes back to Hickey again, looks it over. Hickey fires through traffic. Gore with the save, and there's no rebound as he absorbs that one into his breadbasket and holds for the draw.
Nice job there by Gore, stopping 2 shots. So after a rough start, he's kind of settled down a bit.
Didn't get the announcement on the penalty.
Yeah, we'll take a look here.
South Park with the man advantage. Stephen Kendrish.
Yeah,
called for roughing, okay. Not what the Centurions need, being down a man, but a shorthanded chance back the other way. Opportunity, Carfang in, door closed. Then Carfang takes an extra whack at the keeper, and Hickey not happy about that, but a good chance shorthanded. Carfang brought it back, but Slater there to shut down that opportunity for the Eagles.
Yeah, it was combination. Slater, he jumped all over the puck, but Hickey did a nice job trailing that play, able to get a piece of that as well. So nice work from Justin Hickey. Did not give up on the play. Big part of why he wasn't able to get a good shot on goal.
Best scoring chance for GCC comes shorthanded. Still trailing, though, 2-0 are the Centurions. 6:25 left in the period, 1:15 left in the South Park power play. And the Eagles regroup back in their own end. Gerhold takes the outlet pass up the left side, now feeds it ahead, trying to hook up there to George Metric. Puck taken away on a good defensive play by Adam Stasko, who sends it back to the neutral zone. George Metric bringing it back. Breaking the GCC zone down the left side. George Metric back to Hickey at the left point. Hickey through traffic. Glove saved by Gore, and he holds for the draw. Gore made that one look easy.
He did. I think the shot from Hickey was a little off to the left anyway. But Gore has actually done a better job here recently, Matt, of seeing the puck and covering up nicely. Again, after a really slow start with 2 quick goals by the Eagles.
50 seconds remaining in the power play here for South Park. Hickey wants that puck at the left point. He'll get it. Hickey looks it over. He's going to fire through traffic. Didn't get everything he wanted to on that one. Puck, though, bouncing to the right side. Opportunity there. Jaworski centers in front. And the redirect does not go, as in front was Hunter Gerhold. Pushing it back now into the South Park zone and forcing the Eagles to regroup. George Metric pressured on the play. Both he and the GCC defender go down. That was Cullen pushing the play. Hickey driving it back, pushing it back behind the GCC net. 15 seconds left in this South Park power play. Along the far board, Stewart finds it. Down low it is now. D. Dominicus brings it around here to the near side of the rink. D. Dominicus backhander to the slot. Nobody home on a break there for GCC. It comes all the way back to center red, where Jaworski has to regroup. And the Centurions have successfully killed off our first power play of the night for either team. The Eagles 0 for 1 with the man advantage now. Out of the box is Kendrish. Trying to move it down the right side. Can't do it. South Park player blows a tire, but luckily able to regroup. Metric up the right side, pushing it ahead to Stewart. Stewart breaks the line. Kendrish chases. Stewart trying to drop it back. Double teamed over there as Nick Ruggieri joining the rush for GCC. Help the Centurions push it back. Puck comes here up the left side. Betts for the Eagles. Makes the steal. Betts breaks the zone. Dumping it down behind the GCC net. Centurions going to bring it back here up the left side. And Quirin for the Eagles keeps it in. Betts down in the lower left corner. Back to Quirin at the point. Stewart in the circle turns. Can't get a shot off, though. Found by Vargo on the right side. A shot from the top of the circle, no good. Betts trying to bully his way in against Gantner down there in the corner. Players scrum together. Gantner able to find it, trying to bring it out. Up the left side. An outlet feed looking for Max Nanny, but it's fed back by South Park. Betts a nice pass. Stewart in tight. Save by Gore on a great chance. Betts finds it. Shot. Save again by Gore. Quirin finds the puck. Rising shot. Gore again with the save. And the puck up and over the net. Stewart chasing it to the corner. And Andy Gore.
Yeah, 3 big saves in a row, Matt.
There comes another shot. This one's deflected as Thurston wanted to tee it up from the right point. GCC trying to clear it out. Finally, Nanny able to get it back to the neutral zone. South Park relentless here, Rennie, out shooting the Centurions 12-2 with 3.5 minutes left here in the opening period.
Yeah, they've absolutely been the aggressor, but give Gore some credit. Those 2 goals early, but he's really rose to the occasion for the Centurions, really have kept them in this game and it getting out of hand.
And Gore's been strong, making 10 saves, and we also had the post that was hit by the Eagles as well as an icing call against Greensburg Central Catholic. Will bring the face-off back into the home zone to our left. 3:13 left here in period number 1. South Park on top by the count of 2-0.
Keep in mind, two shots for Greensburg Central Catholic. One of them was on the penalty kill. So really offensively, even at even strength, they've not really done much in the South Park end.
Yeah, best chance for the Centurions came down a man. From the face-off, bouncing puck to the net. Gore there to close the door. And he holds for the face-off as well. Andy Gore has seen a lot of work here so far in this game. Gore has faced over 200 shots in his 5 starts. And he's going to be closer to 300 after tonight if he keeps going like this. Cross-ice pass comes to Carfang. Carfang trying to push that one ahead, looking for Nick Ruggieri. But South Park brings it back. There's a steal. Carfang into the zone. Good left wing pass in front. Carfang there. Big save by Schlater on a great give and go. Cullen back to Carfang. The one-time rip from in tight, but Schlater with the big stop.
Wow, what a great opportunity. Carfang had Schlater on the ropes there, but what a good recovery. He was kind of leaning, was Schlater to his right, able to watch Carfang take that pass, move to his left almost as smooth as you can get. What a tremendous save, and only the 3rd shot by GCC, but that was a good one, and Schlater rose to the occasion.
And Greensburg Central trying to get a little bit of offense here. Down 2 goals. Shot to the net there from in tight, save made. Follow-up try, blocked as well. Kendrick's got the first shot. 3rd crack at it. Kendrick's the save. Follow-up try as Ethan Bailey bangs away. And Schlater has to be strong there to close the door. The Centurions knock in, but Schlater won't let him in.
Yeah, 4 shots on goal now, and really 2 good opportunities in a row for the Centurions, but man, Schlater just has stood tall. That one he just held in his left glove hand up in the air as the whistle blew to suggest, I got this one.
From the draw, Stephen Kendrick tries to drive towards the net. South Park will push it all the way back to the Centurion zone. Gore will let it go where Stasko picks it up for the home team. Stasko's outlet pass to the left side, looking for Ethan Bailey. Back into the South Park zone. Here comes Bailey. Bailey with speed on the left side, centers nobody home. Is George Metric there to stick it away. And now back the other way comes Mike Marinchak. Marinchak breaks the zone, dropping to the right side. Marinchak has Justin Metric breaking to the net. Well defended, though, by GCC. Marinchak finds the puck again. He's going to skate back behind the net. Marinchak loses his edge as he tries to come back to the other side. Puck kept in there by Justin Metric. Metric looks it over, drifts to the near circle. Metric falling down as he was bumped on the play by David Kratzenberg. Puck going back into the corner now. We got a scrum developing here. GCC player goes down. Coming out of there is Marinchak with it. Metric doesn't have a stick, so he hones his soccer skills and uses the skates to move that one around to the far boards. From the right point, slapping it off the wood, there's Jaworski. Puck goes down low. Finding it, there's Metric. Metric trying to clear it out. Kratzenberg bangs into Marinchak. Marinchak finds the puck. Backhander towards the net. Kratzenberg will take it away. Can't clear, though. Kept at the right point by Jaworski. Big shot, and Gore absorbs it through traffic and holds for the draw.
Yeah, Gore really, again, it's been kind of the common theme in this first period with South Park just really knocking on the door, but, Gore's been able to turn them away. And, man, how impressed are you with the skating of Michael Marinchak? He pretty much skated around every single Greensburg Central Catholic player just to try to make something happen for the Eagles.
Centering feed takes an odd bounce and very alert on the play for Greensburg Central Catholic there was Nick Ruggieri, because he had to be alert, Rennie. If he would have misstepped there, he was going to kick it into his own net.
Yeah.
South Park generating more offense. Puck pushed out by the Centurions' Nanny. Not far enough for icing as we're down to 50 seconds now left here in this opening period. 2-0 South Park on top. Off the right side come the Eagles. Tom Quirin dumping it back behind the net. Gore tries to leave it for his defense, but South Park steals. Drifting here to the near side. Quirin fires all the way through the crease. And Stewart gives chase to the far wall. Bumped off the puck on a good body check there by Cal D'Alessio. And GCC able to move the puck out. Madison Myers able to clear that one out for the Centurions. South Park turns it back the other way, but officials are going to say it was deflected, even though the clearing feed came from behind center ed. Touched by the Centurions, and South Park gets it back. Remark, who's tallied here tonight. Up the right side, Brikowski fires to the net. Gore gloves it, then tries to stick it away, but Remark picks up that puck. South Park on a line change, though, and the horn sounds to end period number 1. 17 minutes in the books. South Park looking good so far. The Eagles on top by the count of 2-0. We'll take a break and be back to recap your first period of action and have your second period coming up, too. You're watching 2017 PIHL High School Hockey coverage here on the new Trib Live High School Sports Network.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDrivesYou.
Carlo University is a proud sponsor of the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Back here at the Kirk Nevin Arena, getting ready for period number 2 in this Class 1A matchup between the host Greensburg Central Catholic Centurions and the visiting South Park Eagles. The visitors on top by the count of 2-0 as we switch sides here for period number 2 alongside Rennie Detore, Matt Vandriak with you here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Rennie, a strong period for South Park. GCC weathered the storm for the most part, mostly in part to the man of the net now to our right, Andy Gore.
Yeah, really, Andy Gore faced 16 shots, stopped 14 of them in an early flurry. By South Park, scored 2 goals quickly, 1 minute apart from each other. The first one from Jeffrey Remark, assisted by Justin Metrick. That was a pretty pass from Metrick to Remark for the first goal. 1 minute and 2 seconds later, Michael Marinchak scoring on the assist from Ethan Jaworski and Sean Thurston. That's what our score is now, 2-0.
Remark fires and scores. It's 3-0, 15 seconds into the period. Remark finds the net for the second time tonight as he picked that loose puck up down the right side and snaps it from the circle, beating the goaltender Gore to the stick side, and the Eagles strike quickly to increase the lead to 3.
Yeah, not much Gore could do about that. He tried to shift over, try to get that loose puck and just not able to, and, you know, Remark was right there waiting for it. Puts it right past Gore.
So South Park wasting no time. Here comes Hickey now down the left side. The Eagles continue to push. Hickey drives, looking to center, looking for Remark, who wants the hat trick. Hickey into the circle, and he's taken off the puck on a good body check by Kendrish, who ended up on his backside but still broke the play up. Cullen comes back the other way, but unfortunately, Josh Carfang crossed the blue line before the puck did, and the icing call will bring this one back to center ice. 35 seconds in the period number 2. South Park up by the count of 3-0. 2 goals now on the night, that is, for Jeffrey Remark.
Yeah, and really on the offensive side, South Park's really dominated. 17 shots on goal, 3 goals on top of that, only 4 for Greensburg Central Catholic, one of which came on the penalty kill for the Centurions.
Hickey will get the assist on the goal. South Park clearing out a chance, and a lead feed looking for Tyler Vargo too far. Icing against the Eagles will bring it back into the visitor zone to our left.
Been a good night for Remark. He came in with no goals this season.
Doubled that tonight.
Doubled that tonight, exactly.
Looking for more. Mentioned South Park starting the season with the win over Wheeling Park before losing their past 4 contests. GCC, for one in a while either, as Betts brings this puck back. Bumped off by Bailey. Betts able to keep it going, trying to drop it back to Vargo. Good, solid body check there as trying to break it out was Ruggieri, and stepping into him with a good open ice hit was Jaworski. Prikoski for South Park, dumping it all the way around. Hustling after it there is Betts for the Eagles. Betts tries to get around a man, comes back to the left point. Shot through traffic, and that one hits Vargo. Fells him.
Yeah, kind of caught him on the left shoulder there, knocked him to the ground.
Icing the call against GCC. Line there for a couple of freshmen. Vargo and Betts. Keeping that sustained pressure in the GCC zone. And South Park will have another offensive zone draw here. Leading 3-0 with 15:24 left here in period number 2. Your opening night high school hockey here on the new Trib Live High School Sports Network. Quirin able to toe the line, backhanding it towards the GCC net. Stasko finds it. Can't clear. Picked up there by Kendrish. Kendrish a 2-on-3 back the other way. Good defense by South Park's George Metrick to cut him off. Now back the other way. Justin Metrick down the left side. In front, the redirect. Looking for Mike Marinchak, but he can't deflect it home. Puck kept in. Quirin with the blast from the right point. Door closed by Andy Gore, and he holds the rebound as well.
Yeah, boy, Gore lost that puck for just a second, Matt. He was able to get down to his knees quick enough to stop that shot. That one almost snuck by him.
Face-off will stay in the GCC zone to our right. Gore has seen 18 shots here so far this evening. Just 4 faced by Trevor Slater. A couple of good ones, though, and a brief flurry by GCC, but Slater stood up to them. And then South Park scoring 15 seconds into this period. From this face-off, shot from the right point, taken there by Tom Quirin. Save made by Andy Gore. Centering feed, redirect, just missing there, Justin Metrick. Metrick skates through the circle. Metrick drives to the net. In front, redirect, stick save made. Marinchak tried to poke it home, and Gore reaches back with the timber to knock it away. It's a shooting gallery right now for the Eagles. Big blast from the point. Gore the save. Rebound. Gore denies that as well. Marinchak wraps it around. Gore with the right pad again. Marinchak passing it off. Metrick in the circle. Shot. Blocked. Marinchak finds it. It's like he has a magnet on his stick and the puck's made out of metal. Marinchak through the circles, drifts, fires. Gore the stop, loose puck to the corner. Kendrick's going to track this one down. They got to get it clear, and Kendrick's able to get it out. And Andy Gore takes a big breath there. So he came up with some 10-bell stops.
Yeah, Gore's earning his stripes tonight, and this GCC defense has got to do him better, Matt. There's way too much activity in front of their goalie. They got to at least get it clear, and here comes South Park in another rush.
Metrick with a blast towards the blocker side, misses. Hickey keeps it in at the left point. Hickey pushing it down low to Brikowski. Brikowski watches Kratzenberg battle against him, but stepping in to help out for South Park is Kirk Stewart. Stewart over here to the near side. He'll drop the puck back behind the net. Brikowski finds it. Brikowski in the right circle, drives in tight. Stick save made again by Gore. And the puck pushed out of the zone by GCC's Josh Carfang into South Park territory. Hickey cross ice pass here to the near side. Sean Thurston back quickly. Thurston down the right side. Thurston looks it over, rips it to the glove side. He had the keeper beat, but fires wide. From the left point, fired back on by Jaworski. He misses. Thrown back towards the net, save made. Follow-up try blocked. Big defensive play by Kratzenberg for the Centurions.
Yeah, nice work there by Kratzenberg. Able to stand up. That was the first big-time defensive play from this GCC defense. They're just leaving way too many pucks loose. They're very flat-footed, very slow to the puck on defense. But I'll tell you what, Andrew Gore is certainly earning it tonight. 23 shots he's faced. Already has turned away 20 by South Park. Matt, this game could easily be 6-0.
Yeah, Gore has been strong. South Park dominating with the first 7 shots of this period. Centering pass in front. They're looking for Remark, who's looking for the HT. Nice job at the left point to keep it in by Thurston, and only momentarily, though, as GCC brings it back the other way. Trying to clear it there was Madison Myers. Back to the right side. Ganter has it stolen. In front, turning shot, block, comes back to the left point. Thurston in the circle, stick check there on a good play by Ganter. And here come the Centurions trying to break the puck out. Through center ed, Nick Ruggieri dumping it back into the South Park end. Lead feed there, looking for Remark, too far for him, but not far enough for icing as Remark chases it down. Remark backhands it towards the net, and Gore will take no chances with it, putting the mitt down and covering it up for the draw. 12-12 left here in period number 2. South Park on top, 3-0.
Yeah, the Centurions going to get a much-needed line change here. Matt, really offensively, they can't get anything going. I mean, you can only count it so many times the bouncing pucks, and the passing hasn't been crisp. They can't get anything set up in South Park's end. You might as well give Trevor Slater a park bench right now. He's been really, really quiet in a good way for South Park in this period.
Had to come up with a couple of saves in that second period. A good sequence where GCC had a couple of scoring chances, and Vargo takes another high shot. He's tired of his teammates hitting him in the shoulders with those. Doesn't feel good.
No.
South Park centering. Taken back by GCC. Here comes James Cullen. Actually, that's going to be Ethan Bailey, who drives towards the net. Cut off. Back the other way comes South Park. Dylan DiDomenicis. Down the right side. Bumped into the boards on a body check there by Kyle D'Alessio. Right around to the far side. Hunter Elias trying to find a way to get it out. Can't do that. Good aggressive play by South Park as this one is kept in by Justin Hickey. Hickey all the way around the ring, drops it back to the right point. Ballinger tries to take the shot, blocked. Good defense again on the play by Ethan Bailey. Now a steal by Kendrish. Kendrish tries to get it towards the net. Hickey there to take it away, as on the doorstep was Ethan Bailey. South Park going to bring it back. Pass through the circles. Metrick had that puck behind him and couldn't quite turn it up ice. Ganter for GCC takes it and turns it back the other way. Ballinger cross ice. Hickey there. Hickey trying the lead pass. It comes all the way to the GCC goal where Gore is going to hold on to it with two Eagles bearing down on him. Faceoff will be in the Greensburg Central Catholic zone to our right. 10:52 left here in period number 2. South Park still up 3-0.
Yeah, and the Centurions still have yet to register a shot on goal here in the second period. And to your point, Matt, in that first period, they did have a couple nice scoring opportunities, but so far the South Park defense has just been all over GCC. They can't get anything going down in the Eagles' end.
South Park keeping it going. Quirin, shot, redirect in front. Save made there as Justin Metrick deflected it high, and Gore got the arm on it. GCC coming back the other way. Up the left side, here comes James Cullen. Breaks the South Park zone. Cullen rising, shot gloved out of the air by Slater, his first shot of the second period. And he'll hold for the draw. Face off in the South Park zone to our left. 10:25 left here in the second period. Eagles up 2-0. Couple of goals tonight. Scored by Jeffrey Remark. Sandwich between that and Mike Marinchak tally. Here comes Metrick back the other way. Nice pass, goal! Metrick to Marinchak, and he puts the mesh in motion on a great break back the other way. And South Park leads 4-0 with 10:17 left here in the second period. Good speed getting it back, and then Marinchak with a nice finish.
Yes, nice pass by Metrick. Had Marinchak to his left, and all he had to do was just tap it past Andrew Gore. And that, again, GCC defensively just, not getting back fast enough. That was almost too easy. Marinchak notches his second goal of the game. Metrick will get his second assist as well.
Yes, in the words of the late Tom Petty, that was a breakdown. South Park controlling the puck. Metrick takes a check at center ed. Good one there by the referee. Is Banasic able to drop Metrick? Metrick finds the puck, goes to the net, backhand to forehand, and stretching to keep it out as Gore. And then double trouble on the shift there for Justin Metrick. First he got cross-checked by the referee, then he crashed into the goalpost after Gore stopped him.
Wasn't a good few seconds for him. I mean, I think the goalie had probably one of the bigger hits against South Park here tonight.
Well, did Banasic, the official, did he actually get the check, or did the South Park player just buckle in fear of that mustache?
I didn't know where you were going with that, but I'm going to say mustache always wins.
Yeah, it worked out for Magnum PI. South Park with the puck. Here comes a pass. Yanowski, top of the circle. Glove saved by Gore, and he holds for the draw. And South Park keeps it going.
Yeah, Gore able to spot that shot right away. Good line of sight. Able to rise up and catch it with his left glove hand.
Well, Gore had faced, coming into tonight, 212 shots on the season. I jokingly said he's going to be closer to 300 before we're said and done. At this pace, South Park legitimately might have a shot at 60 shots.
I mean, they're already at close to 30 with 9 minutes to go still in the second period.
Back into the South Park zone. Garrett Burkowski finds it there. Burkowski trying to get it out. A nice chip pass. Here comes to Kirk Stewart. 2-on-1 developing. Stewart up the left side. Gets it back. No, he doesn't. Gore puts the glove down and cuts off as Dylan DiDomenicis tried to bring it back there to Stewart. But Gore had it read, and he cuts it off.
Yeah, Stewart just kind of ran out of real estate there, Matt, right in front of Gore. Gore does a nice job just covering up on it. No chance on that one for Stewart.
4-0 Eagles with 9:18 left here in period number 2. GCC from their own end trying to clear. Jaworski brings it back to the South Park zone, and big hit there as Hickey brought some thunder on Nick Ruggieri, but Ruggieri fought through that check to get a good shot on goal from entitled. Slater had to work to turn away. Back comes Jeff Remark. He's looking for these HT, but his drop pass there to Anthony LeConte. Offsides and a break there for GCC. We'll get a neutralized faceoff with 8:51 left here in period number 2, and the Eagles on top of the Centurions by the score 4-0.
Yeah, that goal from Metrick listed as unassisted, the 4th goal of the game, and the 4th goal from South Park.
High stick on the puck here against the Eagles. So, Justin Metrick with the goal here tonight. Jeffrey Remark with 2. Sorry, Justin Metrick has a goal and an assist. Remark with 2 goals so far.
A goal from Metrick is his team leading 4th of the season.
Mike Marinchak Has netted a goal here tonight as well. South Park bringing it back. Here comes a 2-on-1 back the other way. Breaking the zone here for the Eagles. Gerhold in front. LeConte, though, couldn't follow the puck. It was behind in the pass. And GCC going to skate it out. Ethan Bailey bangs it off the board. South Park going to bring it right back. Puck controlled by Stasko. Stasko moves it ahead. Centurions almost got that lead pass ahead there to Bailey. Bailey diving forward, and Slater kicking out the left pad to make a save on a great individual effort by Ethan Bailey. Bailey having a strong shift, centering feed. Slater dives and makes a huge save as Hunter Elias on the doorstep almost got the Centurions on the board.
Yeah, nice work there by Slater, having to dive to his left. GCC player slow getting up. That's Ethan Bailey. But it was Hunter Elias, had probably the best scoring opportunity against Slater there, but Slater comes out of the net, dives to his left, and covers up quickly.
Good chances there for GCC. Slater with 2 good saves. Unfortunately for the Centurions, those chances have been few and far between, but they almost broke through there on a great shift and great individual effort by Ethan Bailey. Elias almost able to redirect it home. The Eagles come back the other way up the left side. Opportunity for Justin Metrick right in front. Fargo in tight. Denied by Andy Gore.
Good job there by Gore challenging Fargo.
2 Eagles collide near center ice, and GCC's Robert Ganter able to regroup. Passing across the ice to the right side. Cal D'Alessio into the zone, pushing it ahead. They're looking for James Cullen. Cullen battling back into the corner. South Park moving the puck along. Justin Metrick all the way over to the far side of the rink. And Metrick will get it back. Trying to battle along the wall there. Good hustle by Vargo. Drops the puck back to Betts, and a 3-on-1 develops. Here comes Betts breaking the zone. Betts in the circle. In front. Vargo redirect. Gore with another big save. Hickey from the left point. Feeds it towards the net. Betts looking for another deflection. D'Alessio works it for GCC, but they're having a hard time getting it out. Stewart up the left side. He drives in. Stewart tries to center, and Gore just decides he's going to put the stick out and cut that off as the Eagles were buzzing again, looking for goal number 5, and Gore stops the play, and we'll get a face-off here in the GCC zone with 6:49 left here in the second period and a 4-0 South Park lead.
Yeah, Gore really has kept this game at 4-0. As we had mentioned, it could easily be 7 or 8. South Park's just been nothing but zone time in GCC's end, and the Centurions on defense, they can't clear the puck. I mean, they're just struggling immensely on defense in front of Gore.
And they struggle again. Here's centering. Try Stewart with the redirect. He scores. Or does he? Yeah, he's going to get it. I thought they were going to call a penalty at first, but Stewart right there redirects it home, and South Park has a 5-0 lead on their 30th shot of the evening. Stewart not afraid to get dirty on that one, Rennie. He paid the price going into the goal crease, but he deflects it home and gives South Park the lead.
Second goal of the season for Stewart.
Stewart number 2 for number 2. And that's a 5-0 lead now for the Eagles.
That's a tough one, too. As good as Gore has played, giving up 5 goals, but facing 30 shots, that one just trickled by him.
We do have a penalty, too, Rennie, after the play, a high sticking call against Greensburg Central Catholic's Robert Ganter. So there was a penalty in the play. I thought at first we were going to wipe the goal up, but then the official able to point to the net and then call for the high sticking penalty. So South Park with a 5-0 lead, and they'll go to the power play now for the 3rd time tonight. It's one area Greensburg Central's been strong in the penalty kill.
Yeah, they have. They've registered a shot on goal on the penalty kill. Done a nice job killing off the power play attempts by the Eagles. But, again, now trailing 5-0. It's not the most opportune time to go on a penalty kill.
So Kratzenberg comes on the ice as a GCC player into the box. Robert Ganter called for the high stick. He'll face it off here at center red. 5-0 South Park in the lead. 2 in the first, 3 in the second for the Eagles.
Just a real quick here, Matt, a correction on that goal. We thought it was Marinchak that scored that 4th goal for South Park on the assist from Metrick. It was corrected. They originally gave the goal to Metrick, but it was Metrick who dropped that pass to his left, and Marinchak was able to put it past Gore, so they did correct that, giving the goal to Marinchak, his 2nd of the game.
Sometimes we know things. Left point blast, stick save made as Sean Thurston turns it over, and Gore puts the paddle down and holds for the draw.
Like the great Terry Funk would say. And I'm pointing at my brain right now.
Official assist. Well, the official assist, Dylan DeDomenicus, able to tap that one home. The assist, that is, on that 5th goal. And the Eagles with the power play now trying to add to it. Hickey at the left point. Big rip glove. Save Gore, and he holds for the draw. You got to be impressed with Justin Hickey. He has some great wheels and a good shot, but Gore has been able to keep him from finding the net. Although I believe Hickey does have an assist here this evening. He does.
He does. I mean, it's Gore has just been under duress this entire game. 31 shots, still 5 minutes and 53 seconds and counting left in the second period.
Hickey pushing it down the wall to DeDomenicus, who brings it around to Stewart. Stewart back behind the net. DeDomenicus walks it out. Backhand try on the far post. And the stop made by Gore, and he'll hold for the draw. 54 seconds in to the South Park power play. The Eagles' third try with the man advantage tonight. 0 for 2 are South Park. The Eagles looking to push this one to a 6-0 lead. There is a mercy rule in high school hockey. If a team gets to 7, the clock will continue to run. There's a 7-goal deficit. Hickey back into his own end. Going to try to find some room. Hickey has the white skates, like the Las Vegas Golden Knights back there. As he breaks it out. Pushing this puck ahead. Marinchak into the zone. Marinchak down the left side along the far wall. Marinchak looks to center. Good defensive play, and maybe a shorthanded chance back the other way. If Cullen can chase it down. Cullen, shorthanded goal! Ethan Bailey! He was half man and half amazing on that shorthanded effort. And he went from backhand to forehand, ripping it over the blocker side. Pete Slater for the SHG. And GCC on the board. They cut it to 5-3 with 5:13 left here in this second period. Bailey had that great shift on the penalty kill last time, Rennie. This time rewarded with a shorthanded goal.
Yeah, loose puck bouncing. Good hustle by Bailey on that. As you had mentioned, he played that backhand the entire time. Slater went to play the backhand, went right back to the forehand. Pretty goal there, and good individual effort from Bailey.
Maybe another shorthanded crack here as Kendrick gives chase. And here comes Greensburg Central Catholic. Outlet pass looking for Nick Ruggieri. Well, just play shorthanded the rest of the way.
It's a good strategy.
Generated their best scoring chances down a man and then get their only goal shorthanded as well. Ethan Bailey gets his third. Who wants to walk with Elias? Hunter Elias with the assist.
Man, did you beat me to that.
Puck played back behind the net. South Park, as GCC has killed the penalty, Rennie. They're perfect 3 for 3 on the penalty kill and have a shorthanded goal to go with it.
And like you said, why not give it a shot?
Driving to the net. Gore not happy there as he takes a bump in front. That was by Justin Metrick.
Yeah, had his mask kind of spun around on him there, did Gore.
Good hit at center red by Kendrick as he turned Thurston inside out, but South Park able to bring it back, trying to keep it on side. There is Ganter. He does get the puck to Kendrick, who fires and misses the cage. A little bit of momentum and some hop in the legs now of the Centurions. At the left point, Nick Ruggieri. Firing it back behind the net. South Park after it. Thurston to the point, and a big shot taken, save made as Kendrick let it rip. And look at the Centurions now, finding some momentum from that shorthanded goal, and they're finally getting some zone time. Centering pass goes just past the stick of Kendrick, and South Park back the other way. Hickey down the left side as a man breaking towards the net, but the pass too strong, looking for Metrick, and a nice job getting back as well by Ganter for the Centurions. Scrum in the corner. Puck goes off the back of the net. I don't know if Gore knows that it's
Gore
there.
Lost it.
And it's controlled here. Back to the point. Thurston drifts. Redirect. Just missing there. A golden opportunity for Jeffrey Remark as he was looking for that hat trick. South Park continuing to press. Puck comes across the rink. And it's going to be turned back by GCC back towards center red. Hickey finds it there, going to dump it back into the Centurion zone. D'Alessio to the point. LeConte brings it back in for South Park, put the Eagles off sides. Neutral zone face-off here with 2:34 left in the second period. 5-1 South Park on top. A decisive shot advantage running at 32-9 as well.
Yeah, and really those 9 shots on goal by GCC, to your point earlier, have done 3 of those have come shorthanded. So it's probably not a good sign when a third of your shots on goal come with being a man down.
GCC's Ethan Bailey getting the goal after 2 great penalty-killing efforts, but just able to find that next gear and generate that shorthanded try and beat goaltender Trevor Schlater. Centurions watch the Eagles come back. They look it over. Trying to drive towards the net there is Jaworski. Can't do it. Pushed back to the South Park end. LeConte will work in his own end. Pressured on the play by James Cullen. Cullen battling down along the end boards. Trying to push that puck out. Cullen finds it. Center's man there. Diving stop made. Good opportunity for Hunter Elias. He had an assist on the only GCC goal and was that close, running to banging home. The second goal of the game for the Centurions. Elias had another good chance earlier in the period that Schlater stopped as well.
Yeah, that time Elias almost caught Schlater leaning one way. Very, very close, putting one past him.
Shot from the face-off as Bailey won the draw. Thrown back to the net from a tough angle, and the door closed there as Schlater had to lean back against the near post with Cullen just kind of putting it on from the near boards and hoping for the best.
Yeah, I tell you what, Schlater almost didn't stop that. He was a little late on that reaction. Felt more like a doggy door.
Face-off in the South Park zone. GCC has played much better in this latter part of the period. Shot towards the net. That one off the stick of Stasko goes wide. And back out it comes with speed. Is George Metric, but cut off at center ice. Good defensive play there by Madison Myers. Into the GCC zone it goes. And here come the Centurions. Up the right side, Ruggieri tries to break out, pushing that puck ahead there to Max Nanny. Nanny into the zone. Myers trying to help out. Here comes Betts back the other way. Spinorama. Betts trying to drive. Betts to the backhand. Stick save by Gore, and he covers it up as Betts unintentionally channeling the Spinorama there.
Did you say Spinorama or Spinaroonie?
Well, he did the Spinaroonie after hit the ice, too.
Yeah, he went down hard. He did try to go to that backhand, but nothing doing there.
GCC watching South Park win this draw. Comes back to the left point. Hickey to the net. Stick save made. Puck goes back to the glass. Trying to chase it down now is Vargo. Vargo centers. Blocked away. Comes back to the right point. Controlled by Quirin. Shot through traffic off the top of Gore's stick. And then over to the corner. And South Park able to keep it in. Good job at the left point. Working hard there is Justin Hickey. Hickey trying to fight through 2 GCC players. Out it comes. Betts able to keep it in, though. Vargo with the rising shot. Blocker save made by Gore. Puck behind the net. Vargo tenacious on this shift. Working hard, bringing it back to the right point. Quirin wanted it there, but cleared away by GCC's Max Nanny. Myers giving chase. Has it taken back the other way by Hickey. Hickey fires and misses the net. Let a good wrist shot go there from the top of the slot. Hickey battling there against D'Alessio. Driving out with it. Opportunity for South Park. DiDomenicis shot in tight, and Gore makes the save. Here comes Max Nanny again. But South Park's Quirin will take it away. On the left side, puck brought out here, and South Park trying to clear. Good hard work at center ed by Ruggieri. South Park back the other way. Quirin flying now. Quirin looking it over. Wants that redirect in front, loses his edge in front. Kind of assisted on the play by Nanny. Shot from the corner. Actually, that was Ganter who helped knock him down. 2 shots now by South Park, both deflect wide as the horn sounds to end period number 2. 34 minutes of hockey in the book here at the Kirk Nevin Arena in Greensburg. Your score after 2 at South Park 5, Greensburg Central Catholic 1. We'll take a break and recap your first 2 periods of action. You're watching PIHL High School Hockey 2017 here on the new Trib Live High School Sports Network.
AstroTurf, a pioneer in sports surfacing, proudly supports high school athletics. Visit one of their 280 fields in the tri-state area to see their cutting-edge technology. AstroTurf's focus on R&D enables them to provide innovative surfaces that protect athletes and stand the test of time. AstroTurf now propels performance with iconic turf fields and legendary Recor-Tan tracks. They manufacture, build, and maintain a full range of turf and track systems for total quality control. Learn more at astroturf.com. Make Chick-fil-A Robinson your destination for a fast and tasty breakfast. Chick-fil-A Robinson offers a variety of breakfast sandwiches, including sausage, bacon, or, of course, chicken. Breakfast is served hot and fresh daily, featuring our handmade biscuits. Need to feed a crowd or a tailgate on Sunday? Chick-fil-A Robinson Catering has got you covered with hot or reheatable chicken trays. Visit our catering website at www.cfarobinsoncaters.com to book your business or social event today. Chick-fil-A Robinson Catering. We deliver. Adrian's Pizza on Thompson Run Road is serving Shaler, the North Hills, North Allegheny, and Hampton areas. Adrian's Pizza on 605 Thompson Run Road is your place to go for gourmet pizzas, flatbreads, gourmet sandwiches, hoagies, wings, salads, gyros, calzones, stromboli, and gourmet pasta dinners. Dine in, get takeout, or have it delivered. Adrian's Pizza on Thompson Run Road is now offering a new catering menu as well. Call 412-486-0101. Adrian's Pizza on Thompson Run Road, the gourmet pizza people.
Check out the new Trib Live High School Sports Network on social media this season. For breaking news, scores, pictures, videos, links to our articles, and more, follow us on Twitter and Instagram under the handle Trib Live HSSN. Get in the conversation on Facebook at facebook.com/TribLiveHSSN. And on our YouTube channel, you can find thousands of interviews with local student athletes and coaches, plus highlights and full games. The spot for Western Pennsylvania high school sports on social media this season is the new Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Log on every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock for the latest high school football news during This Week in the WPIHL, only here on the new Trib Live High School Sports Network. Join Don Rebel and other members of the Trib Live High School Sports Network team as it visits with WPIHL football coaches, plus they run down the upcoming schedule and preview the weekend's top high school football games. That's This Week in the WPIHL, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. this fall, only on the new Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Who showed you how to get to Sesame Street and took you to visit Mr. Rogers' neighborhood? WQED. And now, WQED and PBS Learning Media can help you travel through space, get an up-close look into Vietnam, and be in the front row of a Broadway show. In collaboration with local school districts, community organizations, and local libraries, WQED continues to create experiences that remake learning for students, teachers, and lifelong learners. For more info, visit WQED.org and begin your adventure.
Back here at the Kirk Nevin Arena in Greensburg, between the second and third period, this Class 1A matchup, South Park and Greensburg Central Catholic. The visiting Eagles leading the host Centurions by the count of 5-1 after 34 minutes. Alongside Rennie, Detore, Matt Vandriak with you here as the PIHL is on, the new Trib Live High School Sports Network. Rennie, I think it's safe to say the Eagles have soared through those first two periods, but a good pushback late there by Greensburg Central Catholic.
Yeah, the Centurions showed a little bit of life toward the tail end of that second period, getting their first goal of the game. But really the shot disparity is, just huge. Shots on goal, South Park has 32 to go against 10 for Greensburg Central Catholic. It's worth pointing out, though, again, a bright spot for the Centurions. They came into the second period with 4 shots on goal, able to put 6 on, and a lot really toward the tail end of that is they had Trevor Schlater kind of moving around the net pretty well. Couple good scoring opportunities, was able to put one past him on a shorthanded goal for their first and only goal of the game. But really it's been all South Park. They've been really dominant offensively, just a ton of zone time in GCC's end. And, I think really the big thing for me is, when South Park is down, on offense, in GCC's end, it's almost like the Centurions just have no choice but to just try to clear the puck, because they're just under duress. But, you look at Andrew Gore and what he's been able to do here tonight. Again, 32 shots by South Park. He's given up 5 goals, so turned away 27. And really, for someone like Gore, his goals against average coming in is 7.08. It's a little misleading of a stat, in my opinion, because when you faced 212 shots, teams are going to score goals on you. So, first time seeing him tonight, I've been impressed. He moves around really well. He tracks the puck really well, particularly when it's behind him. So again, bright spots for GCC. Gore's played really well.
Gore's a Matt Murray kind of goaltender. He's a bigger keeper that covers a lot of ground, and he's done a nice job of making saves. The other bright spot, Rennie, is unbelievably the shorthanded play of Greensburg Central Catholic.
Yeah, absolutely. You look at Hampton. South Park is 0 for 3 on the power play, and GCC was able to score a shorthanded goal, and the last goal of the second period, first of the game for them. But let's get into the scoring recap here quickly. Back in the first period, Jeffrey Remark started the scoring of the game, and for South Park, they went up 1-0 on the assist, Justin Metrick. Again, just a really nice give and go. Remark was able to put it by Gore to give South Park an early 1-0 lead. Just 1 minute and 2 seconds later in that same first period, Michael Marinchak scoring on assists from Ethan Jaworski and Sean Thurston. Marinchak, just an absolutely pretty goal there against Andrew Gore. Moving into the second period, again, South Park just continued to press Remark with his second goal, assisted by Justin Hickey, followed again by about 6 minutes later. Marinchak gets his second goal on an assist from Justin Metrick, and if these names are sounding the same over and over again, it's because the stars for South Park have shined here tonight, particularly on that goal. The second one from Marinchak. Metrick drove to the net, just flipped it quickly to Marinchak, and he put a backhand in the net behind Gore. 4-0 lead, and really South Park just cruising. It didn't stop there on the goal. Again, a follow-up by Kirk Stewart, assisted by Dylan. You might have to help me with this last name here. DiDomenicis on the assist. So 5-0 really, and South Park just rolling along. But again, to our point earlier, Ethan Bailey, a shorthanded goal assisted by Hunter Lias. And really, when you looked at that point, shorthanded, GCC's really done well. They had registered 3 of their 10 shots on goal have come shorthanded. So again, some positives to pull from it. GCC had a little bit of an uptick, with some offensive zone time in South Park's end toward the tail end of that second period, but they got a lot of work to do coming out in this third period down 5-1.
While the Zamboni does its work to get the ice clean here for period number 3, we'll take a break and be back with your third period of high school hockey action. 5-1, Greensburg Central Catholic trailing South Park after 2. And you're watching PIHL High School Hockey Coverage 2017 here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
AstroTurf, a pioneer in sports surfacing, proudly supports high school athletics. Visit one of their 280 fields in the tri-state area to see their cutting-edge technology. AstroTurf's focus on R&D enables them to provide innovative surfaces that protect athletes and stand the test of time. AstroTurf now propels performance with iconic turf fields and legendary Record-Tan tracks. They manufacture, build, and maintain a full range of turf and track systems for total quality control. Learn more at astroturf.com. Make Chick-fil-A Robinson your destination for a fast and tasty.
Get everything you want in a checking account plus $200 from Dollar Bank. That's right. You get $200 with an everything checking account from Dollar Bank. Everything checking includes interest, 55,000 free ATMs, and no monthly service fee when you do the things you already do every day. You also get real-time alerts and an app with mobile deposit, all free. Add Everything Savings to earn 1.00% APY up to $20,000. And now, Everything Checking has it all, including a $200 offer that ends September 30th. So don't miss your chance to get $200. Stop in, visit dollar.bank/200, or call 1-800-242-BANK today. Dollar Bank, mutually inspired. $200 offer for new customers only. Certain requirements apply in the first year. Call for details. 0.15% annual percentage yield. Savings rate and fee waiver requires 6 qualifying payments. 0.25% savings APY over $20,000. Subject to change without notice. Dollar Bank. Member FDIC.
I like catching fish with my son, but I sure don't like a health plan that comes with a catch. That's why I'm good with Gateway Health for medical assistance. They give us access to the highest quality health care from the doctors and hospitals that we want. And when you have something that good on the line,
you don't let it get away.
I'm good with Gateway. Go to I'mGoodWithGateway.com to find out why so many people say
I'm good with Gateway.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDrivesYou.
Carlow University is a proud sponsor of the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Back here at the Kirk Nevin Arena. Teams back on the ice for our third period of play. South Park leading Greensburg Central Catholic 5-1 after 2, alongside Rennie, Detore, Matt Vandriak with you here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. The Eagles have looked good so far. The offense has really been strong, generating some good scoring chances, putting 5 goals in the net. Definitely been a busy night for Greensburg Central Catholic goaltender Andy Gore. But on the bright side, it's a Greensburg Central Catholic team that hasn't quit despite getting in a 5-0 hole. Really strong, shorthanded, getting a shorthanded goal here tonight. Gore's been a bright spot. Great individual effort by Ethan Bailey on 2 penalty kills, and then he tallies with a shorthanded goal as well.
Yeah, and again, you look at Andrew Gore, what he's been able to do tonight, facing 32 shots, and really, Matt, has made some nice saves. Those aren't gimmies by any means. There's been a lot of redirect. He's been able to track the puck nicely, moves around really well for as big as he is. And, again, I think the 7.08 goals against stat is a little misleading. He's faced 212 shots. You add another 32 on that list. He has 244 shots he's faced this season. So, again, you're going to have some goals that get by you. So I don't really go by the stat per se. I think he's done a nice job tonight. And I really think his defense needs to pick up a little bit. They've been very slow to the puck. They leave way too much out there for South Park when South Park's in the offensive end. So they really haven't done their keeper much favors.
16 shots in each period for South Park. GCC had 4 in the first period, 6 in the second, 32-10 the game totals in favor of the Eagles. Andy Gore, been a busy guy. He's back in the net to our left. The team switch sides, right to left. South Park will move here in period number 3. Fresh sheet of ice out here at the Nevin as well as we get ready for our final 17 minutes of regulation. And for South Park, we have a change in goal as Sean Rechtenwald has stepped into the net to our right. So after 2 periods for Slater, Rechtenwald going to get a little bit of work. Back the other way. From GCC all the way back into the South Park zone. Rechtenwald strong in the loss to Meadville. South Park losing last Monday to Meadville 2-0 at the Ice Castle in Castle Shannon. Rechtenwald had 46 saves in that game on 48 shots.
Yeah, we had mentioned in the onset that South Park's lost a lot of close games this season, Matt.
3 losses. 3 of their 4 losses were by 2 goals. 2-goal games, and then they had the one-sided loss to Thomas Jefferson. But South Park, after opening the season with the win, trying to get their first win since an opening night victory over Wheeling Park. Here comes GCC. Kendrick fires, goes wide. And South Park regroups in their own end. Sean Thurston going to push it up the right side. Lead feed for DiDomenicus. Puck ends up dropping back. Chance here trying to drive in is Burkowski, but he runs out of real estate. And that was good defense by Robert Ganter just to push him back. Shot taken from the circle. And the save made by Andy Gore. But a good defensive play by Robert Ganter. He stayed with Burkowski there, Rennie, and never gave him anything to shoot at. He just pushed him kind of outside and took that angle away.
Yeah, and that's really what GCC needs to continue doing is playing that strong defense. That was a nice play by Ganter, really helping out his keeper.
South Park, really strong in faceoffs. I don't know what the percentage would be, but they're dominant. Down the right side, Stewart looks it over. Stewart all the way around. Stewart pushes it in front, cleared out. Good defense by GCC. Josh Carfang able to push it out. Hickey will find it, though, for the Eagles. Down the left wing side, Stewart in tight shot on pad. Save made by Gore. And his defenseman, Stasko, kind of screening the keeper as well, but Gore gets the left leg on it. Breakout here for GCC. Nick Ruggieri with speed. Look at Ruggieri go. Coast to coast, but defended well by the South Park defense. As getting back was Burkowski to break it up. Now a lead pass comes to Stewart. 1-on-2. Stewart to the right wing circle. High shot save. Juggling act, but Gore hangs on to it, then loses control of it. And it comes around here to the near side. GCC trying to get it out of their own end. As bringing it back here comes Ruggieri. Ruggieri backhand pass up the left side. James Cullen breaks the zone. Cullen going to chip this one towards the net. And South Park brings it back. Here they come again. LeConte breaking the zone up the right side. Nice pass in the slot. Hickey there, wrist shot coming. He fires wide. Back to the left point now. Gerhold dumps it down low. LeConte behind the net. Backhands it off the outside of the net. Good defense by Greensburg Central Catholic as GCC trying to get it out. Robert Ganter working hard in the corner. Carfang trying to help him out, but South Park comes out with the puck. Shot from the left point taken by Jaworski, blocked down. And a pass to the right side. Now comes to Carfang. 2-on-2. Carfang down the right side. Drags the puck to the slot. Turns and shoots and fires just wide. Nice effort by Carfang, but he misses the net. Turning this one back is Carfang, and Rechtenwald's in the game now. He has to make the stick save on that second offering from Josh Carfang, and South Park pushing it back into the GCC zone. Ganter will go back after it. Give away at the blue line, but unable to keep it in there was Nanny for the Centurions. And it's played back into the South Park end. Regroup there. Ian Ballinger. Big hit here in front of us as Kendrish steps into remark with a little bit of thunder. Steal for South Park. Betts driving towards the net. Ganter will have none of it as he puts him on his rump. Back to the right point. Driving down. Here's an opportunity for South Park. Shot on! And that one just misses as Jaworski was looking for it. Back to the point. Ballinger going to try to keep it in. He's not going to be able to do so. And his teammate Vargo unawares. The referee had the arm up here on the near side of the rink. So we'll bring it back to neutral ice. 12:42 left here in period number 3. 5-1 South Park leads Greensburg Central Catholic. Matt Vandriak, Rennie Detore with you here as the PIHL makes its 2017 debut on the new Trib Live High School Sports Network. Rennie, how's it feel to be a part of history?
Historic.
How else would it feel? Up the left side comes GCC. Centurions break the line. Shot to the net, redirect in front, and it's blocked down. Nice read there by Tom Quirin. Kind of a shot pass there, and Quirin read it the whole way, preventing the deflection from happening. Here comes Vargo back now. Vargo trying to use the defender as a screen, and not going to happen there as Kratzenberg blocks it down. Follow-up try, and the stop made by Andy Gore. A couple of freshmen out there, and they look good for South Park. It's nice to have, and you got a young team, a team that's trying to climb back up, get some of those young legs. You can. Both Betts and Vargo have had some good shifts.
Yeah, really, and when you're up 5-1, you can get some of that rotation in there, get some of the younger guys some playing time.
From the draw, good win in the defensive zone by GCC. Bad clear, though, as it's kept in by Marinchak. Marinchak's had a strong evening. Tries to chip back to the right point. Thurston can't keep it in. Coming back here to the left point now. Tom Quirin will fire back behind the GCC net. Giving chase there is David Kratzenberg. Kratzenberg bringing it around here to the near side. An attempt to break it out is Hunter Lias. Lias pressure on the play by George Metrick. And he'll just throw it back into the South Park end. Thurston regroups. Feeds it up the near side. Lias pushing it ahead. Metrick now watches as it is played to his defense partner. Thurston sends it up the right side. Trying to push forward here is Justin Metrick. Metrick will break the GCC zone. Down the right side, Metrick loses his edge, centers anyway, and GCC comes out of there with it. Ethan Bailey trying to get around two defenders, cut off neatly. Well done by this South Park defense. Marinchak breaks the line. Marinchak from the circle rips it back the other way, and he misses the net. I think he had Gore leading the wrong way, too.
He absolutely did, and there's no way that Marinchak should be able to skate in front of 4 GCC defenders and take a shot. They're just standing there watching him skate.
Marinchak's had a good night for the Eagles. South Park looking for their first win since opening night. They're about 11 minutes away from it. Big blast by Thurston. Stick save made by the goalkeeper, Gore. Wraparound try. Gore denies that, too, as Marinchak looked to stuff it in. Metrick goes back to the right point. Hickey can't keep it in. And he'll have to regroup back to the circle. Passing to Thurston. Thurston breaks the zone up the left side. Thurston trying to get around the defense. Well played there by Ganter to break it up, and now a chance back the other way. Here comes Bailey. Down the right side. Bailey tries to bring it out, tripped up on the play, and he draws the penalty as GCC will get their first power play try of the night. Another great individual effort by Ethan Bailey. This one will give Greensburg Central Catholic a crack at the man advantage.
Yeah, Bailey's been a real bright spot. Of course, you had mentioned, he has that shorthanded goal for the Centurions. That one play he kind of just took over, went racing down the right side. Got tripped up, though, and as you had mentioned, drew the penalty. 35 shots on goal for South Park, just 11 for the Centurions, but we'll see how they fare here now with a man advantage, see if they can maybe get some traffic in front of Rechtenwald, who again has come in this third period for some work.
3 shots to 1 here in period number 3. From the right point, shot towards the net by Ganter, blocked down by the defense of South Park. They've been strong. Justin Hickey continues his great play. Hickey working hard, shorthanded. Here he comes out of the zone. Hickey gets around a man. Hickey turning the Jets on, shorthanded 2-on-1. Cross-ice pass, and the puck just bounces past the stick of Stewart, who was looking for his second tally of the night.
Had that puck not been bouncing, I think Stewart would have put that one home right past Gore.
Hickey tries to drive to the net. Gore puts the stick down to deny it. Back to the left point. Burkowski just going to fire back around for South Park. Hustling down is going to be Stewart. Stewart puts his shoulder into Ganter and sends him to the ice, then falls on top of him as the puck's played back to center red, and South Park looks like they're the team with the man advantage, much like GCC did whenever they were shorthanded.
Yeah, it's kind of been the theme of the night. When you're shorthanded, you look like the team that's really dominating.
Carfang, nice move to enter the zone. Unfortunately, Ruggieri broke the line before the puck did, and the faceoff comes back to the neutral zone. 1:03 left here on the GCC power play. South Park leading 5-1. 2 in the first, 3 in the second for the Eagles. Jeffrey Remark has 2 tonight. Mike Marinchak with the goal. Well, Marinchak with 2 goals as well. That's right, because the 1 goal was switched.
Yeah, they originally gave it to Metric, but they switched it back.
GCC with that power play. Shot to the net, misses. Ruggieri tracks it down along the far wall. Ruggieri driving towards the net, puts it behind the cage. Bailey, who's been really good, tries the center, but it's taken away. Good work by Hunter Gearhold. He'll send it back to center red. Return back in by David Kratzenberg. Kratzenberg's an imposing figure out there. Big fella.
Sure is.
Down the right side, rising shorthanded shot. Blocker save made. Follow-up try. Quirin found the puck. The keeper, Gore, didn't know where it was, but Quirin fires wide. 19 seconds left in the Centurions power play. Here comes Kendrick down the right side, trying to get around Quirin, and Quirin's had an excellent penalty kill here for the Eagles. Almost scoring shorthanded and now clearing the zone. GCC dumps it back in. Jaworski working back behind the net. 1 more clear for the Eagles, and that will do it for this Centurions power play. They're 0 for 1 on the night. Ganter turning it back into the South Park zone. Rechtenwald comes out to get into the play, cutting it off and letting his defense get a crack at it. Nice poke there by Ruggieri to keep it in for the Centurions. Centering feed, knocked away by the Glover. Rechtenwald, follow-up try, and Kendrick just couldn't turn it over. Bad giveaway by South Park, but Kendrick can't convert. This puck is the length of the ice. And the Eagles ice the puck, bring the faceoff back into the visitor zone to our right with just under 8 minutes. 7:59 left here in regulation. And a 5-1 South Park lead.
Yeah, that was a good chance there from Kendrick. Actually, on that power play, Matt, he had a really good opportunity. Actually kind of caught Rechtenwald out of position. Kendrick had a wide open net. He didn't take the shot, though. It was an unnecessary pass attempt that got broken up by the South Park defense. So if you're going to try to beat a goalie, you got to put some shots on him.
Well, South Park's put a lot of shots on Andy Gore, and they're looking for more here as Jeffrey Remark's looking for the hat trick. So is Mike Marinchak. Puck bounced around here to the near side. Battling for it there are the Centurions in their own end. Having a hard time getting it out as Kyle D'Alessio watches it stealing. Marinchak looking for that HT, but the glove of Gore prevents it from happening.
Yeah, that's a 37th shot on goal for South Park in this game.
Andy
32
Gore.
saves by Andy Gore.
Yeah, he's up to 250 shots now faced on the season.
Unreal.
Definitely earns his keep as the keeper for GCC.
I was to say, what does he actually get as far as earning keep? What is actually his
Probably
high school
some
keep?
bruises. Probably a lot of bruises.
That's fine.
Shot to the
Seems
net.
like a fair wage.
Just shot to the net by Carfang. Oh, I'm glad I passed on the one-liner I just thought of right there. Backhanded towards the net, and the save made by Rechtenwald on that try. Carfang having a pretty good shift. Down low, centering feed, loose puck. Where's it at? Rechtenwald has it in traffic. He puts the mitt down and holds for the draw with 7:01 left here in this third period, 5-1.
Carfang did a nice job of trying to put it past Rechtenwald. The puck was loose in front of him. He just kind of bellied up on it and fell on the puck. Probably the smartest play there. Good opportunity for the Centurions.
Good try here. Nice rip. Kendrick coming to life as well with that snap, and he puts it up and over the net. South Park controlling the puck. for a second, but GCC continuing to maintain possession here. Good zone time for the Centurions, one of their better sustained shifts of the evening. Kendrick's working his way around the attempted hip check there by Thurston. They recollide. This time it's actually Gearhold, and he finishes that check. And back comes South Park the other way. Down the right side, stick save made on the wrister by Thurston. GCC clearing it, not going to be far enough for icing as the official on the far side waves it off. Ethan Jaworski works his own end, trying to push it out up the right side. Stolen back the other way by the Centurions' Nick Ruggieri. And then Betts on for South Park, brings it back into the GCC zone. Turned back the other way by Myers. Feeding it back into the South Park end. Thurston slaps it off the boards, dump it back into the end zone. Or into the defensive zone. Kratzenberg will take it for a second, then have it taken back the other way. Betts down the right side. Good centering feed. Backhand try. Save made by Gore. As Vargo got the backhander on from the slot. Those two have a pretty good chemistry there, Betts and Vargo. But Gore has stopped them every time they've had a shot as South Park approaches the 40-shot plateau here with 5:48 left in regulation, leading 5-1 are the Eagles.
Yeah, not the hardest backhand shot attempt from Vargo, but good save nonetheless by Gore.
Trying to take this one from the draws, Justin Metrick. Can't get the shot off. Bumped into the boards. Good body check there by GCC captain Robert Ganter. Ganter tries to get him a second time, sidestepping the check. Walking it out now is George Metrick. Metrick all the way to the far side of the rink. Metrick going to go around the net. Metrick trying to drive. We have a whistle on the play.
Ganter got tangled up there with Marinchak.
Yeah, I think they both might go. The whistle came while South Park had the puck.
Yeah, they were both kind of like entangled and on top of each other, so I think
they both are going to go. So Marinchak going to get called for the holding or possible drop toe hold attempt. And Ganter called for his involvement in the fray as well.
Maybe setting up for the bank statement. I'm not quite sure there on that play.
I think he was working towards it. That or a calf crusher. South Park and GCC won't affect play on the ice, so we'll stay 5 aside. Unlike in the NHL, offsetting penalties does not mean 4-on-4 play.
Right.
Stays 5-on-5 here. One change to the PIHL, though, this year, Rennie, is the introduction of the shootout. Don't think we're going to see one here in this game, and we almost saw one in the opener here, but that's a new twist to the PIHL, something that had been talked about for a couple of seasons, and the powers that be decide that having shootouts decide a tie. Yeah, bring a little bit of excitement, give some guys a chance to be out there on a one-on-one situation, or some goalkeepers a chance to stand on their heads. So
yeah, I think that it's a good decision. It'd be fun for the guys playing, and again, just have some fun with it.
Ganter got roughing. Marinchak got holding. So we were close with calf crusher and bank statement. JCC with the puck. They're going to send this one back down. Touched by an Eagle, so it will not be an icing call. Putting some pressure on here for GCC's Ethan Bailey's, I'd say, been the Centurions' best player so far tonight.
Yeah, I think Kendrick has come on late, too.
I agree with you. Well, I mean, best position player. By far, GCC's best player is wearing number 30 in the net to our left.
Sure.
Don't forget, coming up after the game, we will have your Trib Live 3 stars of the game. So we will sort through the post-game stats to bring you your 3 stars of this evening's second tilt here on the network. Kendrish. Even though it's Monday night hockey, Kendrish kind of played that like Monday night football. He reached out and made an open field tackle on Metrick. Didn't get called. Yeah. And South Park got away with too many men on the ice there, but at this point, I think the officials are going to let it go unless something egregious happens. In tight drive, good backhander, and the save made as Brikoski drove to the cage, and Gore keeps it out with the right pad.
Yeah, Gore's really done a nice job too, Matt, for most of the night, just cutting down on that angle and all those South Park shots. I mean, there's a perfect example. He just shifts really seamlessly to his right, takes that backhand and just drops to his knees and doesn't let it go through the 5-hole. So just been really good and very shifty in the net, just cutting down the angles on those shots.
Face-off won by South Park. D. Domenicus trying to pass it in front. He had Stewart camped on the doorstep but couldn't quite get the pass over the outstretched stick of Greensburg Central Catholic's Josh Carfang. Over to the far side, shot back towards the net. South Park able to maintain some possession here now. Hickey at the point. Hickey walks in. Rising rip coming from Hickey, and it goes wide. Hickey finds in the right circle. Hickey going to drive back behind the net. Hickey trying to stuff it in. Closing it off is Gore as he laid the paddle down to break up the wraparound, then covered it up with the trapper hand.
And that's Gore's 36th save of the night.
40 shots reached for South Park. Gore has been strong despite letting 5 in. Great effort by Gore tonight in the net to our left. As GCC watches South Park, Stewart walk out. Gore gets a piece of that blast as well. To the left point it comes. Ballinger wanted to put it on the net, denied on the play by Hunter Lias, but then D. Domenicus keeps it in. Lias gets a second crack, and he'll chip it out to James Cullen. Cullen up the left side, tries to break the zone. Good recovery by Burkowski to take it away. Cullen dumps it back behind the South Park net. The Eagles regroup in their own end, circling with it there. And South Park trying to clear it. Up the left side it comes. Burkowski drops it back to center edge. Stasko bangs it in. GCC had to get on side. They do that as Carfang gives chase for the Centurions, and lots of Centurions there. Not sure who should be on the ice or not. He'll dump it back in as Kratzenberg from the red line with the dump. Shot to the net. Ganter on that puck, and the stop made by Rechtenwald, and then a little traffic around the net. And clearing it out is the South Park defense, but a good chance there for GCC, and Sean Rechtenwald coming up with another stop.
Yeah, good stop by Rechtenwald. He actually got bumped on the helmet there a little bit. They're going to give him a second to recover, kind of recuperate a little bit. He's just trying to shake it off. Took a stick to the headgear.
Rechtenwald's faced 4 shots in this third period. He stopped all of them. Face-off win, back to the point. Ganter tries to take it to the slot, can't get the shot through traffic. And Gearhold back the other way for South Park. 3-on-3. Down the right side, rising shot, save made. Rebound, where's it at? It's in! South Park gets another one as that rebound shot was found by Anthony LeConte. And he puts it home, and the Eagles get their 6th of the night and push it to a 6-1 lead with 2:13 left here in the third period. High shot off the shoulder of Gore, and Rennie, he just lost track of the puck. It dropped to the ice. He didn't know where it was at, and LeConte there to poke it home.
Yeah, really, the third period, Matt, from shots really belonged to South Park, and that was a tough one for Gore.
And LeConte gets his 2nd of the season. 6-1 the count. In favor now of South Park. You know, back in the days of the Civic Arena, if they get one more, do you know what it means? Lackner, do you know what it means? What does it mean, Lack? Chili, chili, chili. That's right. I was a kid once. Thurston fires to the net. I do not think anyone will get free chili, though, if South Park gets a 7th goal tonight.
You never know, though.
We can always try. Do they have some over there at the snack bar? Rechtenwald in the net to our right. Could have enjoyed a bowl of chili. Well, maybe not so much he, but Trevor Slater had some long stretches this evening where he didn't see much action. GCC clears it out. And South Park will slap it back. Here they come. Remark looking for the HT. Fires and it's blocked. Nice job to get in front of that by the defense of Greensburg. Central Catholic is big. And David Kratzenberg blocks it, and now Remark tries to put it in, and a sliding stop made by Gore again. And he puts his body into thirst and then falls down. Loose puck in front. Remark looking for that HT. Kratzenberg does a great job of tying him up. And GCC will send it back to center end. We have a whistle here behind the play as Remark getting involved with Kratzenberg. The official blows the whistle, and this may again be offsetting penalties. We shall see. GCC box door is definitely open.
I think Remark looking for that hat trick. I think he wants to be our top star tonight.
He's worked his
really pushing for it.
Remark will not get the hat trick, though. He's off to the penalty box.
So close.
If it was 1987, Remark would not even be close to being born yet and would also not be able to feed the masses with some delicious chili. Back the other way comes GCC, and they'll clear it out. We'll finish this one off. Actually, the extra penalty, just one penalty on the play, so I thought it was offsetting, but it's actually going to go against Remark. So GCC will close with the power play. They're 0 for 1 on the night, and South Park going to just not even let this develop as Hickey sends it the length of the rink. D'Alessio trying to chip it up the far side, turned back in by Quirin. As South Park will count down the final 15 seconds. just content to leave this one in the GCC zone and happy to get their first victory since their opener against Wheeling Park. Trying to backhand it out as Ganter. Into the South Park zone it goes, and the final horn sounds to end regulation here at the Kirk Nevin Arena. South Park, a nice night for the Eagles. They knock off Greensburg Central Catholic 6-1. We'll take a break and be back to wrap things up. We'll have your scoring recap as well as your Trib Live 3 stars of the game. You're listening to and watching PIHL High School Hockey 2K17 here on the new Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Trib Live has a little something for everyone. Sports from high school to the pros. News from across the street and around the world. Arts and entertainment, lifestyles, opinion, weather, photo galleries, video. You can even find your next job, house, and car. So look alive, Pittsburgh, and get the news you want and information you need all in one place. TribLive.com. TribLive.com. News and more 24/7. For the most complete recap of Friday night's high school football action, tune in on your way home from the game to the WPIAL Scoreboard Show, only here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Hi, this is Don Rebel. Join me in a cast of thousands for all the scores with recaps from the top games, plus we highlight the night on the Trib Live Roundtable. That's the WPIAL Scoreboard Show after the game on Friday nights on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and at tribhssn.triblive.com.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
Back here at the Kirk Nevin Arena, putting the finishing touches on South Park's 6-1 victory over Greensburg Central Catholic alongside Rennie Detore, Matt Vandriak with you here. PIHL High School Hockey action on the new Trib Live High School Sports Network. Rennie, a good night for South Park. They had a good game all around, dominating from start to finish, and put 6 on the board and get their first victory since opening night. Strong night for South Park in all facets of the game.
Yeah, I mean, really, offensively, defensively, it was, a really, really strong effort from South Park. In a game that really was never in question, Matt. Greensburg Central Catholic made some noise in bits and pieces in the first, second period. Third period really was more defensive struggle between both teams. I mean, South Park kind of sat on their heels a little bit with a 5-1 lead. But let's just go right into the scoring recap. We'll go all the way back to the first period when Jeffrey Remark got South Park on the board, assist by Justin Metrick. Those two names will pop up quite a bit in our scoring recap. Finishing off the scoring in the first period, just 1 minute later, Michael Marinchak on the assist from Ethan Jaworski and Sean Thurston. So South Park just jumped all over Greensburg Central Catholic early in this one. Kind of had Andrew Gore, off balance and, thought it was going to be a long night for the keeper for Greensburg Central Catholic. We move into the second period, and again, it was all South Park. Remark with his second goal just 15 seconds in to the second period, assisted by Justin Hickey, followed again by Michael Marinchak. These two are in like a goal-for-goal race here in this game. So 4-0 lead for South Park on Marinchak's second goal, assisted by, again, Justin Metrick. South Park got up 5-0. Kirk Stewart on the assist from Dylan DiDomenicis. So 5-0 lead. And really, at that point, Greensburg Central Catholic just kind of didn't really know what hit them. Throughout the story of that, the game in the first two periods, it was Andrew Gore. I mean, the Centurions goalkeeper was just facing shot after shot after shot. He was under duress for most of this game, but, despite the fact down 5-0, he was turning away a lot of South Park shots. Eagles had a tremendous amount of opportunities, but Gore really did do a nice job to keep this at least in a reasonable 5-0 deficit. But Greensburg Central Catholic showed a little bit of life at the end of the second period. A shorthanded goal by Ethan Bailey. At that point, GCC had only registered 4 shots on goal, 2 of which came shorthanded. Bailey puts this one in, assisted by Hunter Lias, as we move into the final period with South Park ahead comfortably 5-1 although GCC looked like they would have a tiny little bit of momentum going into the third period. And again, that third period, which starting goalkeeper for South Park, Trevor Schlater, who performed admirably, only giving up just the one goal, was pulled in favor of Sean Rechtenwald, just to get Rechtenwald some time there. So Rechtenwald did a nice job, kind of picked up where Schlater left off, gave up no goals in the third period. Jeffrey Remark was able to get his third goal of the game, assisted by Justin Metrick and Hunter Gerhold.
So Remark did get a hat trick.
Remark did get a hat trick. That was a late scoring change, actually.
Okay, I was going to say,
because we were talking about Remark, trying to get the hat trick. He actually got a penalty late in the game, so we thought maybe he would go without the hat trick, but they actually do a scoring change, and Remark will get credit for 3 goals tonight. So a 6-1 victory for South Park in a game, like I said, really not in question. So, South Park moves to 2-4 on the season. GCC will drop to 1-5, but we'll go right into our 3 stars of the game here. And I think that with the third star, you got to give it to Andrew Gore. Just absolutely just took a barrage of shots, 41 shots on goal. Gave up 6, but 35 saves. I think deserves third star of the night for Andrew Gore from Greensburg Central Catholic.
Your third star, Gore, Gore, Gore.
So the second star of the game, again, we're going to shift over to South Park as we should. It's a 6-1 victor here tonight. It's going to go with Michael Marinchak. He had 2 goals on the night, one in the first period and one in the second period. And, not surprisingly, the first star has to go to Jeffrey Remark, scoring goals and 1 goal in each period for the hat trick. Just a real strong performance by South Park. And, you had mentioned, Matt, they had won their opening game and struggled here, losing a lot of close games, but this one they put away with no problem. And for GCC, again, I think you got something special in Andrew Gore. Really did a nice job. And, having seen how this played out, Matt, 41 shots by, that Gore faced. He did give up 6 goals, which typically you wouldn't say was a good night. But, when you look at the shots that he took, and the saves that he made, let's be honest, this could easily have been 10-1.
Yeah, he played well, with the exception of the goal that hit his shoulder, and then the last goal of the game, which the Remark ended up getting credit on. But besides that one, where he kind of just lost track of the puck, the other goals he didn't have a chance on. And he just played a great game. But for Greensburg Central Catholic, it's going to be a season of growing pains. They're just back here on the 1A level. They only had 12 skaters on the roster tonight and just 1 goaltender. Gore's the only keeper on the roster, so that's a lot. And you're going against a team that has a little bit of a deeper bench than you saw South Park. And even not using them regularly, but getting some freshmen out there to eat up some ice time as well, and that keeps your other guys fresher. So, all in all, one to grow on for Greensburg Central Catholic, and a nice victory for South Park, who snapped a 4-game winning streak, and as you said, improved to 2-4 in the season. GCC will host Thomas Jefferson here in their next game. That's coming up on November the 16th. The Centurions then will close out the month of November here on the 27th against West Allegheny. South Park will visit South Fayette in their next game. That game is on November 20th at the Mount Lebanon Rec Center. The Eagles will then close out November when they host Freeport on November 22nd at the Ice Castle in Castle Shannon. For Rennie Detore and for Chris Lackner on camera here tonight, Matt Vandriak saying thanks for tuning in, and we appreciate you joining us here for 2017 PIHL High School Hockey coverage, and hope you enjoyed it as much as we did bring it to you. Your final score again here from the Kirk Nevin Arena in Greensburg, South Park 6 and Greensburg Central Catholic 1. You've been watching PIHL High School Hockey 2K17 here on the new Trib Live High School Sports Network. Good night, everyone.
You have been listening and watching PIHL High School Hockey on the Trib Live High School Sports Network, sponsored in part by UPMC Sports Medicine, by Carlow University, by Dollar Bank, by AstroTurf, by Chick-fil-A Robinson, by WQED, and by Trib Total Media. You can follow the PIHL High School Hockey season by logging on every day to www.tribhssn.triblive.com. The preceding has been a special presentation of the PIHL and Trib Live High School Sports Network.